So, he's still a teacher. Jean's life has changed more than Walter's, hasn't it? Ahora quiero que prestes mucha atención a la forma en que Jean habla del pasado.
But 5 years ago, he used to teach 30 hours a week.
Hace 5 años solía dar 30 horas de clase a la semana. 5 years ago, he used to teach 30 hours a week.
Used to, teach. Used to significa solía.
Here's an example. When I was a child, I used to eat sweets every day. Solía comer dulces todos los días.
Here's another example. My father used to work in Spain.
En realidad, en la mayoría de los casos apenas existe diferencia de significado entre used to y el pasado simple. Podrías muy bien decir, my father worked in Spain.
Y significará lo mismo que he used to work in Spain. Recuerda esta sencilla regla. Utiliza used to cuando quieras referirte a algo que solías hacer con frecuencia, pero que ya no haces. Something you did often, but you don't do now.
He used to play football, but he doesn't now. Está demasiado viejo.
Bueno, al grano. El tema de hoy es hablar sobre las tareas domésticas.
What work do you do in the house, Robert?
Oh, I do the washing up. And I do the shopping. I do the cooking. I do the ironing. I do the washing. I vacuum the carpets. I make the beds. I clean the floors. And I tidy up every day.
Eres el hombre perfecto. Si es que estás diciendo la verdad, claro.
But you don't save any money. You have to pay for petrol.
Oh, excuse me. This is Gran. Well, Richard calls her Gran. She's Walter's mum, actually.
Hello.
Do you do the shopping every week together?
No, we don't do it every week. We go about once every other Saturday.
I used to buy fresh vegetables from the shop at the bottom of the street. But all those local shops have closed down now. I miss the local shops. I used to enjoy a chat with the butcher and the baker.
But the hypermarket is convenient, and it's always open on Sundays.
5 years ago, you did the cooking.
I did. I used to cook every meal. I cook breakfast and supper every day.
Do you still do all the cooking?
No, I cook most of the meals. I always do the breakfast.
When Walter was a boy, I used to give him a good cooked breakfast before he went out. But now they just have coffee and toast. A good breakfast is important.
We take it in turns to cook the evening meal.
Of course, I used to cook everything fresh. I used to get it out of the garden. Now they normally buy frozen, pre-cooked food.
5 years ago, we didn't have the freezer or a microwave. Now we can't live without them. We just don't have the time to peel potatoes and cook pastry. The microwave is marvellous. It's so quick.
But I don't think frozen food from the microwave tastes as good, do you?
Gran? I'm sorry.
Mrs. Reynolds, who does the washing up in your household?
We have a dishwasher. We both load the dishwasher. But Walter always loads it the wrong way. I normally wash up the saucepans during the week, and Walter normally does it at the weekends. But he's so slow. He takes hours. Where is that tea?
5 years ago, you used to do all the cleaning and housework. Has that changed?
I still do most of the housework.
I cleaned the bathroom yesterday, and after that, I washed the kitchen floor.
You didn't wash the floor properly.
I normally put the rubbish out, and I always do the gardening, and I usually make the beds in the morning.
You don't do the dusting.
I take the children to school every day. I do more housework than you.
Well, thank you very much for the tea and for your time.
Who does the ironing?
You don't iron my shirts anymore.
You ought to iron your own shirts.
It has been most interesting. Thank you.
Bueno, no creo que podamos solucionar la discusión, pero vale la pena que analicemos las expresiones que han utilizado para describir lo que hacen y con qué frecuencia lo hacen.
Fíjate sobre todo en la forma de utilizar palabras como always, usually y normally. ¿En qué parte de la frase van colocadas? I always do the breakfast.
I normally put the rubbish out. I always do the gardening.
I usually make the beds in the mornings.
Estas palabras que indican con qué frecuencia sucede algo, always, normally, usually, often, sometimes, etc., van colocadas entre el sujeto y el verbo. Hemos visto una forma de hablar de las costumbres del pasado, utilizando used to. And that's all we have time for. Don't forget to join Vanessa and me for our next program.
Meanwhile, practice talking about your daily life in the home. Is it different from 5 years ago? What did you used to do then? And what do you do now? Goodbye.
Bye-bye. See you soon.